Korban Pesach Perek Aleph Halacha Ches. The Rambam says Chelev Per Psochim, you can offer on the Mizbeach the fats of the Korban Pesach Kol Halayla all night Achiyal Amud HaShachar until the morning star arises. Now, Yud to below Maktir Chelev Psochim Kol Halayla Achiyal Amud HaShachar, because that's what it says in the Baruchas. And everything that Chacham said at Chatzois, the mitzvah is really Achiyal Amud HaShachar, meaning even though we say we should stop it at midnight, but the actual mitzvah at night is still the morning, and the morning doesn't begin before the morning star. Why did Chacham say until Chatzois? To distance a person from sin. The Rambam is the opinion that Ad Chatzois is even regarding this Haktorah. But that Rashi Tanura say that the only regulation about distancing oneself in the morning is on eating the Korban Pesach, but you can bring the Himurim till morning. So why did the Rambam write you have to do according to the here that you can do it till the morning? It doesn't say that Lachatchila you have to do it till Chatzois in order to distance a person from Avera. Now, Achronim disagreeing if you can eat the Bostoner Kochim Kalim, any Kochim, any holy meat, whether you can eat it before you offer on the Mizbeach the innards. The Moram Sochim 59b, they say that Akdor has to precede the eating, as it says V'ikta HaKohen Zachelev Mizbecha. That's what it says. First they shall bring the chelev on the mizbeach, and then it says and only then can the portions that Aaron have be eaten by then. The Atzlach understands that the Kahanim are not allowed to eat it before the innards are offered up. But what about the Baalim? It doesn't say clearly can they eat or not. The Mishnah Melech understands that the Rambam's opinion is that even the owner is forbidden to eat until they bring the Himurim. So the Tzlach writes, that's the opinion of Tosfos as well, but the Tzlach says they can eat it before the Himurim, and not like Tosfos and the Rambam. He disagrees with Tosfos and the Rambam in this. So Sevis adds to question the Rambam that you have to say you have to do it before Chatzois, because you can only eat the Bostoner all night. The Chacham said till Chatzois, and if they'll bring the innards after Chatzois, so one of the owners have a chance to eat it. Why doesn't the Rambam tell us about this obligation? As Rav said in the Hilchos as well, that the Rambam is going according to Din Torah. Certainly, Shemir Rabbanon, you should not bring the innards until Chatzois. Only until Chatzois, and then if you pass Chatzois, then you have no choice. But it would seem, if after the fact, you can eat the Korban Pesach even before the innards are brought up. Now, the Magia, who was the one who edited or put editorial notes on this Vas Emes, points out that even though there are those who say that the owners cannot eat the meat before the innards of the Korban, the offering, are brought up on the Mizbeach, it could be that with Pesach, everyone agrees you have to eat it before it's brought up on the Mizbeach. Since Pesach, the main reason is for Achila. And the proof is, in Pesach Mitzrayim, there was no offering of the Himurim. In fact, in Mitzrayim, they even ate the chelev, which is an interesting fact. Now, let us point out that according to Abelozim Lazaria, that you have to eat the Korban Pesach on Torah only at Chatzois, and that in the Manak Torah is till the morning. You have to say that surely, according to him, you can eat the meat before the Torah, before the offering of the innards. Now, the Achronim are unsure if Chatzois is only something that is to begin with the halacha. But if he passed Chatzois and they didn't offer the Himurim, you can still offer the innards all night. Or since the Chatzois is passed, you can no longer offer them on the Mizbeach. Shagas Arya wishes to prove that even it was after the fact, Rambam says you can't bring the innards after Chatzos. The Kuti Halachos L'Chovetz Chaim is the opinion that the whole Gzeira was only to begin with. But the Eved, you cannot bring the Imurim after Chatzos. Should read Mutter, you can bring the Imurim after Chatzos. Now we go to the next page. When is this? The Rambam says, when does this apply that you can do it all night? Abba also used Shabbos. When Abba also was on Shabbos, and you can't bring the innards on Shabbos. But you can bring it at night, all night as well. You can bring it on the Shabbos. You can bring it all night. However, if Abba also happened to be on a weekday, and you wouldn't be able to bring the innards of the Korban Pesach at nightfall at all. Now, on Erev Pesach, Yudal, listen, it happens to be on Shabbos, and Leil Tezvov is Motzi Shabbos, even though it's Yom Tov, you can bring all the innards, the chalovim of the Korbanos of Shabbos, even in Erev Pesach, because anything that's brought on Shabbos, like the Talmud as well, even though it's a daily offering, one of Shabbos is called the Shabbos offering. But when Yudalit is in the weekday, then you can't even bring the Emori Korban Pesach on the 15th, and you have to bring them all by day, because you don't bring Korban Chel V'Choel B'Yom Tov. The source of this rule, you can't bring the innards at night, is El Safer asked on a contradiction of Psukim. It says in Shmois, that the fat of the Korban Chagigi should not remain till the morning. That means that all night you can bring it, even though it's Yom Tov. And from the other side it says, Oilas Shabbos B'Shabbatoi, that you cannot bring the chalovim, the fats of a weekday on Shabbos or Yom Tov. Rav answers, Ravu was always asked this question, already asked this question, and he answered that the Posuk, but the Yolan is talking about Yudala that happens on Shabbos. Therefore, it's mutter to do the Emurim all the night of Yom Tov. But if actually the Korban Pesach was brought during a weekday, then it says Oile Shabbos B'Shabbatoi to tell you that the Chel V'Choil cannot be brought on Shabbos or Yom Tovim. Now we're learning Perek Aleph Halacha Tes. The Rambam begins, HaPesach Nishchad B'Sholosh Kitos. You have to have the Pesach slaughtered in 3 Kitos. So in the bottom it says HaPesach Nishchad B'Sholosh Kitos, groups. That means you divide them up into 3 groups. Shenema, because it says Shachtu Oizu Kol Kal Adas Yisrael. It says they should slaughter it, Kal, congregation, Adas, gathering of Yisrael. So these are the 3 groups. Yitzchak says you need 3. Kahal, Edom, Yisrael. And they should not have less. The Rambam continues, and really here we should add, why is this so? Because we're not sure if it means that each group is called 10, and it means all 10, you have 10 Kahal, 10 Adas, and 10 Yisrael, all bringing them together, which would make them 30. And that's why you have to have a minimum of 30. So the question is, why don't you have just one group of 30? And the other groups should be 10 and 10, because we've thereby fulfilled our obligation of having 30. And also fulfilled the obligation of having 10 and 10. So one could say, but if you do it l'chatchila, you should have 30 people at least in each group. However, Yerushalmi Yerushalmi says in Psochim, that even in Mitzrayim, Moshe Rabbeinu announced that the people who lived from latitude A to latitude B, he divided up Mitzrayim, where the Jews lived, into 3 sections. From latitude A to latitude B is one group, latitude B to latitude C is the second group, from latitude C to latitude D is a 3rd group. Now we're beginning Perek Aleph Halacha Yud. Hayu Chamishim. If there were only 50 people, so how do you do it? You want to have 30 in each group. 30 people go in and slaughter it. Now it sounds like how many people are slaughtering it? 30 from the language of the Rambam. We'll see below. Let's see. And then Yoytze Masora, 10 go out, and Nichnos Nasora, and 10 come in. So you still have 30. And those 10 slaughter. Then 10 more come in, and 10 more go out. 10 more go out rather than 10 come in. Now, we'll go to the Peirush. If all the Jews that came were only 50 people, then first you would have 30 going in and slaughter it, and then 10 go out, etc., as we said before. This is a Gemara Psachim 64b. They said that the order is that the first group has to have 30, and after they slaughtered, then come in 10 new ones, because 10 go out, and then further another 10 and they go out. The Rambam writes that the order is 30, and 10 go out before the new ones come in. So first of all, that's one contradiction between the Rambam and the Gemara. Further, it would seem from the Rambam that all 30 original ones slaughter in the first group, and only 10 go out, like Rashi in the Gemara in the 64b. But Rabbi Hananel explains that 10 out of the 30 slaughter, and it's interesting. Rambam usually goes according to Rabbi Hananel, and those that slaughter go out, and then come in a new 10, so you have 30 who haven't slaughtered yet, and only 10 slaughter. And in the end, when there's the last 30, no more coming in, then all 30 slaughter. Miras Chinuch points out that the Rambam didn't explain if by Pesach Sheni you need 3 groups or not. Tosefta Msochim Perek Daled Halacha Tes, it's brought down at Pesach Sheni you don't need 3 groups. The Chavetz Chaim on the Mishnah Msochim 93a says the differences between Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni. The first one has 3 groups, and the second one doesn't have. So the Mishnah says. So the Rambam seems to be saying, like Rebbe, the Pesach Sheni is its own festival, and therefore over there it would seem that according to the Rambam you should need 3 groups, and the Rambam doesn't say that Pesach Sheni is obligated with 3 groups, because it's understood that in Pesach Sheni is like Rishon. So the question of the Rambam, the Sefter, which is brought out in Tosis, that it says there are 3 differences between Pesach Rishon and Sheni, and they are: 1, Pesach Rishon is in 3 groups, and Sheni is not. Second one, the Rishon is Doiches HaTumah, and Sheni is not Doiches HaTumah. If somehow the people were Tomei by Pesach Sheni, there's no obligation to bring it. And the third one is that the Rishon you're chayav koros, and Sheni you're not chayav on the koros to Rambam Nosim. So you see that you don't have to bring it in 3 groups. Chavetz Chaim says the Rambam explains what it says in the Tosefta, that you do not slaughter the Pesach Sheni in 3 groups because Pesach Sheni does not have the importance of the first one. And this whole Tosefta is according to Rambam Nosim that Pesach Sheni is a makeup of the first one, and therefore if you're redoing the Pesach Rishon on Pesach Sheni, you have to do it in the same fashion. But the Baalei Tosfos have the opinion that the first 2 differences which we mentioned, 3 groups, and that the first one is Doiches HaTumah, that's according to everyone, and only the last thing that you don't get koros is according to Rambam Nosim. According to the Tosfos, both Rebbe and Rambam Nosim have the opinion that you do not need to have 3 groups in the Pesach Sheni. Now, Rabbi Yochanan Perla disagrees on the Likutei Halachos, who is the Chavetz Chaim, and he learns that the Daras HaRambam is like the Tosfos and the Tosefta, that you don't need 3 groups on Pesach Sheni.